Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans all around the world, let's talk some boxing. So, we are dealing with world champions. And the world champion we're going to be looking at today is the WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Wladmir Klitschko. Wladmir Klitschko is not just the WBO heavyweight champion of the world, but he's also the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, having 4 other world titles recognized by world governing bodies in the heavyweight division. Here you see him winning the WBO heavyweight title from Sultan Ibragimov. Now, what's interesting about Sultan Ibragimov, if I can just pull up his box rec for a minute, was that when Wladmir Klitschko faced him, he was undefeated. He had beaten the likes of Evander Holyfield and also Shannon Briggs, the then WBO World Heavyweight Champion and lineal champion. So Wladmir Klitschko didn't just beat a world champion. He beat the lineal WBO heavyweight champion of the world and undefeated lineal heavyweight champion of the world. Now, what's even more interesting about Sultan is he was a southpaw and a very slick, very skilled southpaw. And if you watch him fighting here, you will notice that he is very, very, very skilled. And Wladmir Klitschko, it's the battle of the jabs, as we call it. Klitschko was trying to go over his jab to hit him, but it's hard to hit Sultan Ibragimov. Now, Klitschko is definitely a boxer, and he has punching power. And Klitschko, he has a very great knockout ratio. I think it's 80% knockout ratio. So this guy is no joke. But against Sultan, though he had a unanimous decision win, it was still a very competitive fight all the way to the finish. Now, the reason Sultan was so skilled, and you can see Sultan is quite slick and skilled. You see him do a straight left to the pit, and then he does a straight right to the pit of Klitschko, is because Sultan Ibragimov is also a pupil of Jeff Mayweather. So that would explain why he was so slick and so skilled. He was extremely slick and skilled. This is the battle again of the jabs, and it's about trying to find reach as well. So while Wladmir Klitschko was coached by Emmanuel Stewart, Sultan Ibragimov was coached by Jeff Mayweather, who you've seen right there. This is Sultan Ibragimov right here. Jeff Mayweather is the trainer. And in the next corner you'll see Emmanuel Stewart and Wladmir Klitschko, if they ever show that other corner. There you got the great Emmanuel Stewart right there. And of course it's said right here. And this is Wladmir Klitschko. Now when we look at Wladmir Klitschko's record, he has the who's who of the heavyweight division. And let's scroll all the way down here. And let's start off with the people that Wladmir Klitschko has beaten. So, while he was an up-and-coming prospect, he was beaten by Russ Purity. Russ Purity was a very strong guy. Black, strong, tough, rugged guy. And Russ was able to knock him out in the 11th round. Wladmir Klitschko kind of ran out of punching power and ran out of punching steam. Though Russ was delivering those beautiful body shots, he got inside, he would land those body shots, and he was knocked out. One of the major problems with Wladmir Klitschko was his stamina. Now, here are the who's who of who Wladmir Klitschko beat. He beat Chris Burr by unanimous decision in 2000 to gain the WBO heavyweight championship title the first time. He beat Ray Mercer, a contender, by knocking him out in the 6th round. And people don't knock out Ray Mercer. He fought Corey Sanders, who knocked him out in the 2nd round, caught him flush. He faced Lamont Brewster and was TKO'd in the 5th round. He ran out of steam there. Rematched Chris Bird, beat him again. Rematched Lamont Brewster and caused him to retire in the 6th round. And then he won the heavyweight. He retained the WBO heavyweight championship title. At this time he has the IBO, the IBF, and the WBO titles. He then went on to beat Hasim Rahman by TKO. He then beat Ruslan I think this is Chagaev. Retired him in the 9th round. Knocked out Eddie Chambers in the 12th. Defeated by unanimous decision David Haye. And then went on to retain the WBA Super World Heavyweight title by defeating Watch. That would be Marius Watch in 2012. He then defeated other Nike names like the dangerous Alexander Povetkin. And currently he's going to be fighting a contender who's undefeated, Brian Jennings, to defend his title belts. So Wladmir Klitschko, over a period of, he has been undefeated and world champion since 2006. So it's almost been a decade that Wladmir Klitschko has gone undefeated and straight wins. So since 2006 to 2015, for 9 years he has reigned as champion and undefeated, which is incredible. And he has fought the who's who of heavyweights. Wladmir Klitschko has, as I said before, 80% knockout ratio. He's had 66 fights. He will have 67 when he fights Brian Jennings. He's won 63 of them, 53 by knockout. He's lost only 3 fights by knockout. Wladmir Klitschko has problems, or had problems in the past, with stamina. If you can get past his jab, which is a very educated jab, then you can actually do something to him. And it is very difficult to get past his jab because he has different techniques he can utilize to keep you off of him or keep you from countering him. So Wladmir Klitschko is a very dominant world champion, and the only person who has the last belt he can get, which is the 6th belt, is the WBC world champion right now, who is Deontay Wilder. So not only is Wladmir Klitschko very tall, but he's also very strong, and that makes for a very, very difficult situation for anyone to actually beat him. He may go down as one of the best ever, TBE. So we will see. Until then, you guys have a great day.